All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday night, and you're thinking, you know what? It's President's Day weekend. Maybe you're hungover still. Maybe you're depressed about no football. Maybe movie season's gotten you down. Maybe you're hungover from Elimination Chamber and you want more wrestling. Well, you're in luck because Sportswire Radio has you covered here with, as usual, wrestling coverage where all wrestling matters here on our channel, and a man that is making his official debut to Sportswire Radio, although you've actually technically seen him here before. We're going to get his own story about his career, his journey. He is the host of the Wolfpack Hour, which you see several times throughout the week on YouTube. He is also the Triple W champion of the world. They just had a most recent show that took place earlier this week, and they've got a huge show coming up on May the 4th with a slew of big names that I'm sure you've heard of here on Sportswire Radio, and we're going to get that journey here all taken care of and some. Ladies and gentlemen, because it's his first official time on Sportswire Radio, it is time to give him that introduction that so many that he's seen, and maybe even a person he's wrestled or two in the ring have gotten, and especially give him that introduction because I'm sure that there'll be some other names that'll be here throughout the next hour or so who may have even gotten that introduction, and maybe even an announcement for somebody else who gave us here live something to open up on air who have gotten that introduction. But it's time to forget all about that and introduce formally our guest officially for the first time on Sportswire Radio, the #1 global radio station where all wrestling matters. So let's get right to it. So with without further ado, here on the Sports Report, #1 global for the show. He is the Triple W champion of the world. He is the host of the Wolfpack Hour. They simply call him the Big Bird Silver Wolf. The champ is here. My friend, how are you?
I'm doing really good, Tom. Doing really good.
Well, you better be doing good because I guarantee you that introduction you've probably got a chance to hear from in more places that you've been, but that's here nor there. Obviously, I know we've met before, but it's nice to speak with you for the first time. So for those that are listening and watching on Sportswire Radio Plus, I'm going to have an announcement here in about 15 minutes. I've got a couple of major announcements that are actually going to maybe shake the foundations of Sportswire Radio as you know it. So there's going to be a couple of big announcements here, but I'm going to save that for about 15 minutes or so. So for those that are listening and watching on Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters, the Big Bad Silverwolf, tell us what Triple W is and why you are the reigning defending champion of the world.
Triple W Wrestling used to be WFEW a while ago. We just wanted something new, something different. Switch it around. Make it like invented it something different. Like rechange it. It's getting known around the wrestling world. Getting a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers. We just had our last show Monday for a kickoff against me and that little weasel, Tyler Ark.
Tomato mash.
He was getting under my skin, calling me out. I accepted his challenge, but he didn't realize that I brought a special guest on my side, the Savage One.
I would have thought with Mr. Ark, obviously learning under the tutelages of Nicholas Crenson, of course, a Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer and former RCW World Underground Champion, the well-traveled Nicholas Crenson. I would have thought maybe that Mr. Ark might have, learned well on what to expect.
He was kind of pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I know on your show is there a censor thing?
Yeah, I mean, we are on an internet radio station, and it's actually something that we try. I mean, listen, at this point, guys have certainly said it. I'm not going to necessarily get canceled, but we do have an internet radio, which I actually do provide, and there are people that actually listen to us on there. So, it's your call. I would prefer that you try to limit it because it is an internet radio, and there is always that possibility. We actually could get kicked off the radio, but the floor is yours.
Okay. All right, I'll be a lot easier. Normally, my wrestling stuff is on my show is for adults only.
I've watched the Wolfpack Hour, so I mean, I've seen that. I can tell you firsthand.
The Wolfpack Hour is uncensored. I let my wrestlers talk how they want. If kids watch it, it's on them.
Well, I would like to think though that you're here in the big leagues now on Sportswire. So I mean, we love the Wolfpack Hour, but you're here in an audience that may be only hearing you for the first time. So that's certainly a I appreciate the sentiment.
That's why I'll be nice. Like I said, Tyler the Weasel Ark, he lost his chance against me for my title. I am the World Crown Champion for 275 days.
Oh, wow. Almost 40 weeks. Oh, wow. Almost 40 weeks. Congratulations there. Going on 9 months there, huh?
Yes. Since last year. I took it from Reus.
Yes. I know Reus. Yes. Reus was here. He was here once upon a time on Sportswire Radio. I had him here once upon a time, Reus.
I attacked him with the briefcase when I won.
That's the way to do it, huh? That's certainly a way to win a championship, I guess. If
he won against Mason Black.
Necessary. Yep.
I am the second winner of the brass ring briefcase. Reach of the brass briefcase, yes. That's how I won the title.
Oh wow! Okay, interesting. I mean, so what does it mean to you to be the Triple W champion of the world? And when can we see more of Triple W?
We have a show coming in May 4th, Backyard Brawl.
Mm-hmm.
It will be kicked on YouTube the day after. Because we all want to relax and celebrate after the show, of course.
And you think you'll be celebrating then a bit, huh?
Yes, definitely. I got players, trust me. I am going to be celebrating after that big show. It's our biggest kickoff for this year of 2024.
Okay.
It's representing in the new the YouTube channel, Triple W.
All right, fair enough. Let me get to some comments here first, and we'll come back to it. And if you want to subscribe to the Big Bad Silverwolf and Triple W Wrestling, we've put the links up here. So for the first time, you can check him out. And we've had him on here before, but we're formally saying in about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to have some announcements. So stay tuned for that at the very least. I think you might know this person. I'm sure that he's got some plans, right, on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, huh?
I know Loose Cannon, yes. He's actually coming to Triple W. He's part of actually the roster.
Wow. Well, maybe he'll have more success there than he had in the IMF. Maybe he'll have, more success instead of trying to call out the likes of, Omen Black and, Soldier GP.
Oh. There is something going on between me and Omen anyways. I heard from management from WCE. I'm not trying to give a spoiler. It might be a consideration. I'm going to be facing Omen Black in WCE this year.
Wait. Why would you? I just watched Omen Black in the ring. I just watched him against Damian Saint, a professional wrestler. And Damian Saint, it took literally 3 men and really took underhand tactics for him to actually take down Omen Black, the boogeyman of the Midwest, the hardcore god. I mean, with all due respect to you, I like you. I think you're a nice guy. I appreciate what you're doing. It's all about all wrestling matters here in Sportswire. But what exactly would be your resume to go up and challenge somebody like an Omen Black? I'm just curious. Help me understand why you would challenge him.
It's a great honor. I'm not afraid of the guy.
Right.
and I'm not afraid of him. And it'd be a great honor actually to face him because if I face him,
But wouldn't you want to challenge like Prince Charles, or wouldn't you want to challenge? Is Zero Day is still alive in
Prince
WC? No,
Charles.
wouldn't you want to challenge like those names? I mean, the Killer Rabbit. I mean, those would be names that I think you would certainly, I think, be competitive
I
against.
want the bigger, badder person, and I've been known Omen Black's the biggest, baddest person, and it will show that I have a little bit of not being a coward like most people running from him. I don't run from him. Never did. I don't run from my show. I don't run from him any shows.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it'd be a great honor to face a true legend, a true god, and he is a god. And I look at him as a god, but you ever saying is gods will be destroyed quickly.
Yeah, but don't you think that over the past year that this guy Craven Rage, who most people really never took seriously, he really has run away from Omen Black for a year, and if he ran away from him, he was supposed to do this backyard nightmare. If he ran away from him, what would make it different for you though?
I'm not gonna run like Craven Rage. Don't worry. Craven's little advocate made a deal for me on one of my shows, a Wolfpack Hour. If I beat Skulls, I'll get an opportunity against Craven Rage.
So you're going to get a shot at Craven Rage, and you're going to wrestle Omen Black. So let me get this straight. So you potentially have a shot at Craven Rage, who's the new WCE Interstate Openweight champion, who won. The only way he really could have won is through an underhand tactic, which what he did. He made this deal with Ox McCoy, and we saw Ox McCoy obviously play a role in Omen Black in his beatdown, and also in part to him losing the hardcore championship. And then you're on top of that, you're going to wrestle Omen Black. So, I mean, you're certainly coming in here with some bravado, some would say.
Of course. Like I said, I'm not, like I said, I don't want to say his name, but I'm not afraid of, I'm not going to pretty much say this. I'm not the Weasel. I'm not anyone else. People like running from Omen.
Right. But I saw you in WCE before. We were even talking about this off the air. I mean, your appearance in WCE toward the end of the season, I mean, you lost to Nicholas Crenson. I mean, you lost to Crenson.
Yes, but I got plans for him some other time.
Well, you know what? I'm sure Go ahead. Floor is yours.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't want to work. I have no problems with him right now. I have more bigger plans than Crenson.
Well, I think a lot of people would probably say the same thing. I mean, Darkfire finally got his revenge on him. Mephisto beat him. I mean, so Nicholas Crenson, I mean, obviously he says he's got big plans, but we'll digress and come back.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to say hello to my buddy out there in Australia, Mr. Ace Reed of the Wired Up podcast. He is the BWU champion of the world. And Ace, how are you? I don't know if you actually went to Perth, Australia there. Did you get a chance to go to the chamber? And I was wondering how close you are to there, but thank you for tuning in for another cameo as usual. The man that you referenced is here. We hope that, he will certainly try to get his revenge on Damian Saint, and the Hellhounds have certainly made their names heard loud and clear in IMF. We'll see next month, and we have some announcements ahead, so stay tuned. I'll keep that under wraps. I want to say hello to our owner of Tennessee Backyard Wrestling, Mr. Joshua Allen himself. How you doing? And the man on Machinist Tyler Ark wants a match. Skulls says, look who it is, my next victim. You just referred to him. Your show, Big Bad Silverwolf, is, I think he meant to say boring. Tyler Ark in the spell check. Yes, Triple W is in the house. RWF for life. Mason Black. Wasn't that another guy that I've seen in the ring once upon a time somewhere? And that really wasn't much of a, let's say a Meltzer rating of a match, but that's here nor there. How you doing, Mason? Nice to see you. What is this triple weirdo? Oh, no, it's the big, lame silver thing. Don't lie now about me. Just a reminder. You started a war you cannot win. Big, lame silver dookie. Somebody is referencing a Green Day album. Don't start anything you can't finish. Crying over it. So darn goofy, though. Eugene Silver Dookie is his real name.
He's acting like a child. He's just trying to. He's upset that I told him that we gave him credit. We gave him credit for helping us with the YouTube channel, the matches, my my video he did for me on my YouTube channel, where you see my picture with the flames. I give him credit for that. He just hurting right now. I don't know why he's trying to bring my name to the dirt, and I'm not gonna let it happen. I am a world crown champion. Why would I do that? I don't care what he says. I don't care. Honestly, it's not my point. Honestly, he can talk all he wants. It's not going to get to me.
Well, I guess we'll certainly see it. And you got another subscriber there. So, boy, some magic burner account gave you another subscriber. We'll come back to that. The Tyler Ark show is better than Wolfpack Hours. Okay, so are you guys competing? Is it almost like WCW and WWF was in terms of the ratings between Wolfpack Hour and the Tyler Ark show? I mean, who's winning in the ratings? Some people might want to say.
I actually talked to Tyler Ark. I told him that I'm not trying to bring him down. I want to help him get better in his podcast, yes. But he thinks he's upset that we both were shooting about each other's shows. Yes, I have that many subscribers. Yes. I want to help him, but he's hard to help, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, obviously that could be inside baseball. It could not be, but I'm going to move on because Basin Black says he's never heard of the Wolf Crap Hour. He also says you're lying. Also, want to come back here. Silverwolf, Triple H assistant GM is watching. I think we know who that is. The resident rock star, Sean Dovey. What did I just walk into? Well, it's Saturday night, and I guess anything can happen on Saturday.
What's up, Sean? How you been?
Loose Cannon wants Silverwolf. We'll come back to that. He's the second ever reach for the blank win. He's a butter. Xavier, SWF. I'm sorry. That's the Sadistic Wrestling Federation. May the 4th be with you. Maybe you know the SWF, but hello to the SWF. Also,
no, I don't, but I'm going to have to watch them.
Well, again, make sure you hit that sub button for them, just like you want to hit that sub button for us here on Sportswire Radio. The Tyler Ark show is better than the Wolfpack Hours, only if you can walk afterwards, meaning you. Hello to Adonis Stelios, the Drip King. Triple W got canceled a long time ago, like the Wolfpack Hour. Pretty much what I think people are going to tell you here. But Omen Black would eat you for breakfast, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, listen. If I'm Omen Black, if I'm even Omen Black, I don't even know who you are almost, like, I mean, we talk about, with all due respect for a second, if you don't mind, I mean, I'm friends with a guy. I don't know if you ever watched this thing called Grimm's Toy Show and, Jimmy Controversy, big deal in the world of wrestling. He worked for the 7th biggest wrestling company out there in the world. And he also runs his own company, Pro Wrestling Venom. And there's a lot of talk out there in the wrestling world for Omen Black to wrestle the likes of a Jimmy Controversy, the likes of a Mikey Anarchy, who was the GTS Intercontinental Champion, the UWF World Champion, a major player in the wrestling world. And, Omen Black to wrestle you when the names like Jimmy Controversy, the names like Mikey Anarchy, who are household names in the world of hardcore deathmatch wrestling and even independent wrestling, he's going to look at you and maybe ignore you almost. Does that concern you? Because the big names, the big boys in the real world,
do I have to bring his family involved like I did Skulls? That's how I got Skulls' attention for once.
But I told Skulls. Yeah, but yeah, I mean Skulls, and we love Skulls, and I have an announcement we'll get to. But like I said, I like you a lot. I really like you, and I really like what you're doing. But again, when you hear the names like Jimmy Controversy, Mikey Anarchy, Hardcore, Obey came onto Sportswire, who was in the Carnage Cup, which is a big deal for deathmatch wrestling. It's a big tournament with the who's who of people who've been in there. And he brought out a gun onto Sportswire. Those are the kind of names that are being ballyhooed with Omen Black. Oh, and by the way, he's not done with Damian Saint, I would have to imagine, after what happened to him at the King of the Centers show. And, with you, I would just say, like, Darkfire would be somebody I would love to see you wrestle. Maybe a rematch with Crenson, Zero Deus. I mean, what other characters that they have in WC when they reboot? Those would be names I think you could do really well against. I think that those would be names, think of it like building up the ladder. Build yourself up the ladder. You're doing good things. we don't want to see it all. That's all. I just think
Honestly,
he may ignore you. That's all.
I'm not talking shit about Omen. Omen actually, I look at Omen like a god. Yes, I do, and I would love to be. I want to be like him, known. I know my name's in the wrestling world right now, but I want to be known like him. I want to be like that. That's why I'm going to. I'm planning on going to Summer Bash this year.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean that's great, and obviously, I would love to see you wrestle anywhere you get an opportunity to. So
I
that's
heard
all
you're
good.
going to be at Summer Bash. Is that true?
I haven't confirmed anything. I will let you know. You'll be the first person to know. But what I will tell you is,
Oh.
I've got a bunch of comments, and then I'd like to make an announcement first. So let me go do those things here. So let me run through some
Go
comments
ahead.
here. IMF over the Wolf Crap Hour. Well, Mason Black, I appreciate the kind words, but let's certainly give the Wolf Pack Hour a chance. Omen Black is better than the Big Bad Silverwolf. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Snack, be afraid. Want to say hello to my buddy, Mr. Michael Christian. Michael, I'm going to be here 7:30 tomorrow, inducting Trinity Parker into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. Well, the sad news is that Trinity, unfortunately, is going to be out of XCW, which is a real bummer, and it's nothing to do with anything in the company. She has, family things that she needs to attend to, but we're going to induct her into the Hall of Fame tomorrow. Okay, we'll come back to some more comments. He better off playing with a chew toy than stepping into the ring against Omen. Okay, I get the sense of most of these comments. I got here, Bill 70 plus feel sorry for you. All of this is hard to help, guys. How you doing, C2K? C2K, how you doing? I see this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, can I join the show? Who do I have that said that? Let me run into that. Stay tuned. Also here, Levi McDaniel. What up, my main man? And shout out to the Big Bad Silverwolf. And best wishes to Omen Black. You know what? I actually want to make a beeline. Almost, I want to make a timeout for what we're talking about. We're going to come back to you in a second, but I actually have an announcement here. I have one announcement that I'm actually going to give is some breaking news here. Didn't Prince Charles used to say breaking news? I mean, certainly the guy looked like he was stuttering when he was doing breaking news. We'll have a more appropriate breaking news here on Sportswire because, after all, this is the people's house. This is where all wrestling matters, and is your host of the Sports Report and Sportswire Radio, the #1 global radio station. We're going to have breaking news here, and we're going to launch a pipe bomb March 24th. Same time you're on here with us, making his long-awaited return to Sportswire Radio, and he's got a lot to say. He is certainly a man that some would say is controversial. Some would say might be, I don't know, toxic. Some would say, though, he's pound for pound one of the best workers in the yard or in the sport. And some have even talked about him getting a tryout in WWE. But all of that is going to come to fruition where he's going to talk about all of it and some, because live, the man they used to call Diablo, the real deal, Anthony Steele, makes his return to Sportswire Radio 1 month from tomorrow. That's right, 10 o'clock Eastern time on all Sportswire Radio platforms, March 24th. The real deal, Anthony Steele, addresses the nation. Anthony Steele addresses the entire yard. He is addressing everything that is going on. It has been nearly 6 months since the real deal, Anthony Steele, has spoke. And now he speaks live on Sportswire Radio. He's going to address his future. He's going to address what everything has been said about him. He's going to address who knows what else. Anthony Steele and a microphone is going to be one that you'll want to watch, I promise you, right here on Sportswire Radio. Anthony Steele, the real deal, coming back to Sportswire Radio. And guess what? Even further about Anthony Steele coming back to Sportswire Radio on March the 24th. Anthony Steele, apparently, we're going to actually honor Anthony Steele. That's right. We're going to actually honor him that day. And no, not quite the Hall of Fame, but we're going to actually honor the real deal Anthony Steele. And, of course, we referenced him a few weeks ago and in his war with James Taylor, the nemesis James Taylor. And you just don't know what to expect. When Anthony Steele has a microphone, I promise you, the Big Bad Silverwolf, they may call you the Big Bad Silverwolf. They may call you the King of Triple W. They may call you the host of the Wolfpack Hour, but you are going to bark at the moon when Anthony Steele, The Real Deal returns live to Sportswire Radio March the 24th, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So I hope you'll be tuned in, and I hope that the rest of the nation. What was that? Would you like to say?
I'll tune in.
He's got a lot to say. Anthony Steele is going to get a lot off his chest. And listen, he's a man that almost every locker room knows, and they certainly have opinions of him. But you can't deny the fact that he's pound for pound one of the best in this sport. And the way I look at it before I come back to you, the big bad Silverwolf, if the Ultimate Warrior could come back to WWE, if Hulk Hogan could keep coming over and over and over back in WWE, if Bret Hart came back to the WWE, I don't see why not Anthony Steele, the Real Deal, can come back to Sportswire Radio and address the entire wrestling nation. So that's one pipe bomb and one announcement that we have tonight on Sportswire Radio. And tune in about 20 minutes or so before I give you the next one. So there you go. So the big bad Silverwolf, let me get to some more comments before I come back to you. And yeah, you know what? I think some people are going to tune in and some people are going to not want to admit that they're going to tune in because Anthony Steele, when he speaks, people listen. That's for sure. Also here, breaking news, Mason Black, whoops, big lame silver dork. Okay, we'll move on to that. Well, you know what, loose cannon, we're going to find out. I'll tell you what, Anthony Steele in a microphone, I think everybody's going to be tuning into that. I want to say hello to this person who certainly conquered somebody that he had a long-standing feud with, but unfortunately lost that championship right afterwards. So we'll see if that individual can reclaim that RCW Underground Championship. Tyler Ark wants to have a match with you, and is there a Chuck E. Cheese mask? And okay, this guy, how you doing? Want to say hello to you, buddy. But obviously, look, there's going to be people that don't like Anthony Steele, and there are going to be people that are going to want to hear what he has to say. I mean, that's what it is on Sportswire. We try to give everybody a microphone, and he hasn't been here in 6 months, and, you know, he wants to talk, and he wants to address the nation. So do you want a match with Anthony Steele, by the way? Would you like to wrestle him? Because I'm sure, you know, he's going to address his future. You know, he's obviously got 2024 in mind, and, you know, he's obviously, you know, a free agent. He's a big name.
If he ever steps in Wisconsin, maybe.
Well, he's been in Tennessee before. You know, he's been in Tennessee and he's been a champion. He's wrestled in Indiana. He's been a champion there. He's been in Tennessee there. I mean, you know, he probably could make his way to Wisconsin, you know, and he might want to test his skills against you.
Come step in my yard, see what happens.
Okay, well, you know what, Anthony Steele, we'll have to see. But until then, so let me ask you this question. You obviously got this Triple W show May 4th. What can we expect on May the 4th?
It's going to be the biggest banging show ever.
Tell me why.
Because we have new roster members coming. We have Skulls, Loose Cannon. We have known wrestlers like Savage One. He's technically new a little bit from last of WFW. We have a new roster member, this one I can't wait to face. He's been getting under my skin.
Okay.
He called out someone else, but he never showed up. And I had to face the little weasel. But this new roster member, the Alchemist, is really getting under my, sorry for the phrase, I'm going to say it one time, I'm done, my fucking skin, and it's annoying me.
And why is he annoying you?
He's new. He has a promo on YouTube of Triple W. He called out the Weasel, and I watched it, and now he's trying to think and he's been really like, I don't know, is his character, he thinks he can use my moves against me like a mirror. He thinks he is the Alchemist. The only thing he is pathetic.
Did he ask permission?
He's new.
Did he ask permission?
Huh?
Did he ask permission to use your moves?
No, he didn't. He likes to he likes using the mirror to use against you. He's a scientist.
Oh.
He's pretty much nothing. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of no one. And when I bring him down in Backyard Brawl in the I Quit match, you're going to hear the words, I quit from him.
Well, you know what? We'll obviously have to find out there, and also, yeah. Well, I think Omen is referring to Anthony Steele, and I think that the Zack Attack couldn't spell Anthony's name. But you know what? I think a lot of people are going to remember what he has to say in his long-awaited return to Sportswire Radio, nearly 6 months. Loose Cannon says he'll be the new Universal Champion. So, what's going on with you and Skulls, though? By the way, that's what I want to know from you.
Skulls?
Yep, Skull's the Soul Hunter. Yep, he's the Soul Hunter. Skull, he's got his own show, Skulls Talks, by the way. And he seems to have far more subscribers than you, and he seems to be going out there, and he's all over the place in California. I see him with a lot of the independent guys out there. Yep.
Here's a message for you, Skulls, if you want to hear me from right now. Mm-hmm. Like I told you in my last promo against you, I'm going to bury you in that ring. When I'm done with you, I'm going to bring your body to my den and let my wolves gouge on your flesh. Then I'm going to pick up each bone of yours. Then, where is it? Use this real quick. I'm going to give him a one ticket back home to his family in a box.
Well, that's nice that you would actually provide a ticket for him, though, to go home. Because usually, the way he's traveling these days, he wouldn't get the ticket paid back for him. So that was nice of you to do that. How quick will it be for the wolves to devour those body parts of Skulls?
Really, I hope quick enough soon. Because I brought his family involved. Then he told me it's personal. Oh, it's personal. Because I'm taking that. Like I told him, shine up that title, sleep with it, keep it with you for a while. Because in May, it's going to be on a new champion. It'll be me.
You're basically telling us that, you're going to have all the belts here, huh, in Triple W?
Not really. My goal is to become a Grand Slam champion, yes.
Oh.
I only have one title right now. The other title is actually, the X Factor title is actually retired in the Champion Hall of Fame. I was like 200-something days with that. I don't remember how many days I was with that title, but it's in the Hall of Fame now. It's retired. The only titles are going to be is the Universe Heavyweight Champion title and the World Crown and a Women's Division title.
Oh, right, because we have women's competitors in Triple W, right? We have some
Black Cat and my manager Therese Bernice.
Some big names there, yeah. Some really big names, and I think that we're excited to see the women's division there. Obviously, groundbreaking, I would suppose. I think
there'll be a match between them for a kickoff for our show. We're doing like 2 kickoff matches. I'm facing a new wrestler if he shows up. His name is the Iceman Kane.
Oh yes, the Iceman Kane. Yes. I've seen that, yes. Not to be confused with the late, great Ice Train from WCW who passed away last month. Right. Certainly we want to give our condolences to the family of Ice Train. But what are your goals here now with 2024 with Triple W? And, what are your goals here?
I want to be a Grand Slam champion, of course. I want to see how far I can go into the promotion. I'm 36. That's why I'm actually thinking about retiring like in my 40s.
Oh, wait. Time out. 36, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to make sure. My ears are on check. You're 36, right?
Yes, I am.
Now, in this sport, again, obviously there are many people that have many ways in how they could go about this. But 36 isn't even really the prime. There are guys that are going out there in this sport till they're, 60, 70. I mean, there's a guy on the Independents I know who had a brief cup of coffee in Impact Wrestling who's 72. True. I mean, Ric Flair's still out there. He probably would love to wrestle weekly if he could. I mean, but yet 36 and you say maybe you've got, 5 more years at best, basically.
I might see how far I can push it. It matters to my body.
And how does the body feel right now?
Great. I've been working out with a few of the roster members at Planet Fitness. I actually work out with
has good gym memberships, by the way. The cheaper ones tend to be.
I work out with the chairman, Adonis.
Yes, the Drip King.
He's trying to get me ready for Backyard Brawl, so I can actually be higher in my fit for the show. So I have good stamina and
Some would
Good.
say maybe, you know what, maybe you're looking at it, maybe go out on top. Go out as a champion. Go. How many people can say they go out as a champion? I mean, Sting is trying to figure out, if he'll go out as a champion in
Oh
Greensboro
yeah,
next week.
Sting. I'm sorry about your father too, by the way.
Yeah, we're actually very, very sorry about that. We want to send our condolences, obviously, to the family
Sure.
of the Stinger and all the little Stingers out
Um,
there and the grown-up Stingers who, certainly idolize
there's
Sting and his
there's
dad.
two wrestlers. I was actually two wrestlers. Actually, got me into this was Undertaker and actually Sting.
Okay. And that was the match that a lot of people wish that we would have got to see in their heyday, whether it was in WCW or,
Of course.
when Sting was in Impact. And,
Correct.
unfortunately, we never saw that match. That's really
Of course.
the match that everybody thought the two guys that were the most loyal to their companies. And
Of
we just
course.
never saw that. You never saw it take place.
Plus, I used to do wrestling in a backyard in Burlington, Vermont, where I'm from.
Okay. Right by the
That's
Canadian
how,
border. Sure.
that's how I got into this when I was younger. Actually, Adonis actually was the one who actually got a hold of me out there and asked me to come out here because he saw some old stuff that me and my friends did, and he was really intrigued with it, and he sent me a contract.
Oh, so you went from Vermont all the way to Wisconsin.
Correct.
Wow, that's a big jump. I mean, very few people in this sport, other than Anthony Steele, I would say the real deal Anthony Steele, who's gotten the contracts and, traveled all over the place. I mean, so I guess you and the real deal Anthony Steele seem to have a lot of things in common then by going from state to state and getting contracts there. Maybe that's the match you should wrestle. Forget about Omen. You and Steele. I mean, that would be a dream match for a lot of people. You and the real deal. I mean, and he's coming here March 24th. He's coming back to Sportswire. I mean, his comeback's one of the most long-awaited returns. You and him might draw more money than you and Omen. Forget about Omen. I would say maybe think about Anthony Steele, the real deal.
True. Then I was the first ever Wisconsin champion.
Too, by the way, Omen's not a free agent anymore. You go to Anthony Steele, maybe you guys give him a deal that Hogan got in WCW. Maybe you give Anthony Steele the whole Triple W company. Maybe you just give him, like, with a guy like him, you think about the subs. You guys are talking about the subs, the views. If you got Anthony Steele for Triple W, I mean, you just wait. I mean, forget about it. They won't even be talking about IMF, WCE, XCW, VTW, DBW. They won't be talking about AWL. They'll be talking about Triple W wrestling, especially if the real deal Anthony Steele is exclusively working for you guys. I mean, somebody's got to get on the phone there and make that call for Anthony Steele because I think that he's obviously waiting to see his future. I mean,
somebody wants to come on here. Loose Cannon. You want to invite him?
We're going to do that soon. I have some announcements. I want to get to comments. Obviously, he's gonna wait because it's my show, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna bring on. Definitely, hello, how you doing, Luce? Definitely want to say hello to Mr. Loose Cannon. I got a lot of comments here. I want to, before I bring on Loose Cannon, read them off. Silverwolf is not ready for the Devil's favorite son. Skulls is going to lose against Loose Cannon on May 4th. How interesting that I get under your skin, the Alchemist. Is that somebody? Oh, how you doing, Alchemist? I hope you're out there.
Alchemist.
Yep. Hi, Alchemist. And I hope you hit that sub button for us here on Sportswire Radio because we're at Sportswire Radio 6579. We're on YouTube and we have an internet radio station which we're actually simulcasting this in case you don't want to see the big. We don't want to see yours.
My goal. I'm sorry to interrupt. My goal is actually try to bring mostly the rosters. Honestly, if you ever want to bring them on your show from our show, so they can actually promote our show.
Absolutely. I tell you what. You know what? I would say at this point, anybody's welcome on Sportswire. We'll certainly figure that out. Although I would say, getting those views up, I'm telling you, if you can get Anthony Steele in your company, I'm telling you, if there's a way to break the bank, if there's a way to do it, I'm telling you, that's what you should focus on. But I got a lot of comments here. Before I do that, let me say hello to people. And if you're an Alchemist, make sure you hit that sub button for us here on Sportswire Radio. I feel like Tom's playing therapist and a talk show host all in one. Very admirable. Well, I mean, I might be a jack of all trades, but probably a master at none of them. This person, we think we know who that is, but we'll have to say, we'll move on until I take your titles in Backyard Bash, which I think is we're talking about coming up. Nobody cares whether you're afraid of me or not. Stop booking yourself to win every match. You're a terrible business person and a wrestler. Just speaking facts. You know absolutely nothing about wrestling. How long have you been really wrestling for?
I was wrestling for a whole year.
That's a long time. Yeah, I mean, how many matches have you wrestled in your career?
Some in BTCW, some in WFEW, some in AIW, and Triple W.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm not a bad wrestler, but I'm gonna give this to Mason. He's the one that actually got me. He showed me some moves. He helped me out a lot. I was under his wing for a while when I first joined BTCW, and I appreciate Mason Black actually helping me. I don't know why he's trying to bring me down, but I'm trying to say this to him right now. I appreciate everything you've been doing for me, Mason. I'm giving you the credit, and I appreciate you've been helping me out and training and everything. I do thank you.
Okay. You know, and I would just say it again. If there's a way you can contact Anthony Steele, you get him in Triple W, I'm telling you, you'll be a wrestler that you'll be compared to the next Ric Flair. I'm telling you, you get Steele in here in this company. I'm telling you, you got to get this guy. I'm telling you, this man, that's who you focus on. We'll see here. Silver Dookie, Big Milk. Okay, I'm going to move on to that because we're a family station. Triple Arc versus Triple Wrestling on May 4th. You can stick by size 12 up your candy, fill in the blanks against Silver Dookie. Want to say hello to the man that's going to be here coming up tomorrow night. And we're going to watch a match of his once again because yours truly is actually on the commentary for it. And, we'll definitely have to see here. But Loose Cannon has an announcement when I'm on. Yes, I'm going to definitely make sure I do that. What about the Nemesis? And, okay, we'll come back to that. Let me ask you, though, a question. I want to save Loose Cannon for a second. If I were to give you a preview of somebody that we've been referencing tonight that is a free agent maybe, and he would want to maybe come to Triple W Wrestling, do you think that would be a good idea? Do you think that maybe would boost views, boost listenership, boost the subs up? You know, because again, there's a lot of people out there in this sport that are watching this right now. And if I do something here, it's almost kind of like when Vince McMahon injected that lethal dose of the NWO back in 2002, almost about 22 years to the day that he brought him in. If I did this right now, would you think it's a good idea? Would you be open to it? If I did something that could maybe change the foundations of Triple W Wrestling before I bring on Loose Cannon, would you be okay with it?
Of course.
All right, well, you know what? You might be in luck because I am actually going to do something here for you that very well could change the foundations, pun intended or no pun intended, depending on who you are out there, of Triple W Wrestling and the Big Bad Silverwolf. And this is going to be, I promise you, this is going to shake the Sportswire radio landscape for a long time, what I'm about to do here. So I'm telling you, and I haven't even got to my other announcement here because I actually have something in my hand that I haven't even opened yet. So this is really, in a way, this is a big day on Sportswire. So, I mean, I'm telling you, maybe I should actually open this right now. Maybe I should maybe I should hold on depending on the time, are you good on time, by the way, Mr. Big Bad Silverwolf?
I'm good right now. I got nothing to do right now.
What kind of glasses are you wearing, by the way? I think the audience would love to know what kind of glasses you have. Are they Oakleys? Are they Sunglass Hut? I mean, what kind of glasses are they?
They're sunglasses.
Oh, nice. But I was wondering, are they Oakleys? Are they Sunglass Hut? I mean, where'd you get them?
I got them from, what's that store?
Not the 99-cent store, right?
What's that store? With the...
Well, you think about that because I got something.
Speedway, maybe?
I got something for you. I got something for you. Okay, good deal. I got something for you because you know what? Big Bad Silverwolf, before we bring on Loose Cannon, I want to give a preview of somebody that's coming on to Sportswire Radio, as we mentioned, next month. and he's coming back home, and he wants to say something to the audience. He wants to say something to the nation, and it's so good to have him back on here. And that's none other than the legendary Anthony, the real deal Steele. Anthony Steele, I gave you maybe the greatest introduction about you coming back home in your career coming up on March 24th, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I compare it to like the Ultimate Warrior coming back to WWE, Hogan coming back, Brett coming back. Why not you? And, we've got the big bad Silverwolf. He's the Triple W champion in Wisconsin. I figured maybe as you being a free agent, I know you're busy, man, obviously getting ready for a lot of things. And we're actually going to give you a big honor on the 24th of March. I got a big surprise for you that day. Not going to reveal that now. But Anthony Steele, I mentioned you in the induction ceremony of course, one and only Nemesis James Taylor, kind of your nemesis over the years. But I obviously want to say welcome home to Sportswire Radio. And we've got the Triple W champion here, Big Bad Silverwolf. He's looking for some big names, big signees. And would you be interested as a free agent maybe to come into a place in Wisconsin like Triple W Wrestling?
Tom, what's up?
Great to see you. It's so good to see you back. And, I want to say this, Mr. Steele. I kind of said it. There's going to be people out there, they're going to say, Tom, you're almost like Vince McMahon injecting a lethal dose of poison into the WWF with the NWO. Tom, how could you? Tom, why? But you know what? The facts is that Anthony Steele is one of the best pound for pound in the yard. Anthony Steele, pound for pound, has been a champion in numerous promotions. He's a name that everybody knows. And why not bring him on? Why not bring you back home to where you got a chance to showcase what you've done? And now you get a chance potentially maybe to showcase your skills and help build a company around you, almost like Hulk Hogan did in 1994 at WCW. I turn it over to you, the legendary real deal Anthony Steele, the artist formerly known as Diablo.
Hello, guys. It's good to be
I was
back.
being nice. Took off the glasses. You can actually see my eyes. Be more presentable.
Respectful, I should say. But I mean, like everyone knows, people that don't know, been a busy man. Doing what I need to do on the indies. Still looking at that July show in Iowa. Still looking out for that date. Making sure that I can be open for that. And Wisconsin. I mean, there's another. Please say you're not like that other show from Wisconsin.
No, he's Triple W. He's the champion. I mean, you could be built around. I mean, just think of the possibilities. I mean, you could build a company and basically all of a sudden take them from the ground up. You could use everything you've learned in Indiana, in Tennessee, in Iowa, all those places where you basically, ran and, you could show up-and-comers the way to help them. I mean, this could really be the way that people could say, you know what, Anthony Steele, he really is pound for pound the real deal.
I mean, that's all I'm here to prove.
How about this, Anthony? Steele? Why don't you try to find me on my Facebook, Silverwolf, on Big Bad Silverwolf on Big Bad Silverwolf on Facebook. Send me a friend request. We could talk about this business. If you're interested, definitely, we are looking for new roster members, and it'd be a great honor if you actually did come to Wisconsin, check it out. The only thing we don't have right now is a ring. I'm sorry to say it. We're working on to that right now. We're on mats, but it's better than nothing.
I've done it. I've wrestled on the mat. Tom, my early stages.
You know what? And I can't wait. By the way, I'm doing commentary these days, and I got a big surprise for you on March 24th. I mean, this is why I can't wait to have you come back home. I cannot wait to have you come back home. Because you know what? All of your contemporaries, all of your nemesis, you might say, they've been back on after a long hiatus. It's time to bring you back. I envision, again, the Warrior came back. Why not Anthony Steele?
I mean, the way I look at it is it's been a long time coming. I've gotten the messages literally from James.
Yes.
Asking me, hey, you gonna come back on Sportswire? You gonna make an appearance? You gonna do another show with him? And I was like, if it fits my schedule, it fits my schedule, you know. And I had a little free time tonight. I ain't had shit to do. It's time for me to shoot on a little thing. Long story short, you're a booker, right, Mr. Silverwolf? You're a booker. I got a question for you. I really do.
I'm listening.
So say I was your champion, right? I was your
Yeah.
champion. And
Correct.
you rented a ring from someone that don't like me. You still gonna book me on your show since I'm your champion, or are you gonna put me on the sideline for the show?
If you didn't like the guy or anything, I'll still let you put you in the ring and see what you guys can do. Like I said, put it in.
Oh no. No. It's not putting me in the ring with the guy. It's you rented his ring. You're just using his ring. You're not using him. You're using his ring. But he has a problem with me. Are you gonna book me on your show still, even though dude has a problem with me?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. You're my. If you're the champion, if you're the champion of our promotion, yes, you're the big one who people know. Of course, that brings views. I'm not gonna say. Why would I tell them? I was gonna say, I'm sorry, he's my champ. I'm not gonna not let him wrestle.
I mean, my only thing is, there's a difference between personal and business. Business is business, personal is personal. That's how I look at it. I'm here to do what I do best, and that is talk my shit and show it in the ring. And personal is personal. That can be handled outside of a venue. I'm a man of many words. You know that, Tom. I talk with the best. I can say what I want.
And I said it when I inducted James. I said people can say what they want, but the facts are, when you're in that ring, there's almost nobody that can do what you've done. The matches that you had in James with him in Tennessee, in Lafayette, I mean, they were some matches that people still to this day are talking about. So the facts are that if you come to this company, I mean, this would shake the foundations of the yard.
So that's the thing, because here lately I've been having a little free time, off the indies to do what I wanted to do. And, a lot of people ask me, would you go back to the yard? Like, I've even gotten an offer from IMF to come back up there and do a show with them. And,
Well, don't spoil too much, because we got March 24th where, I basically said you were almost like the president of the United States. You were going to address the nation. You were going to talk about what you were up to. We had a great conversation earlier today, and I was excited, actually.
I mean, the way I look at it is, March 24th, I'll be here.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
James,
come back home.
James, I know you're going to be there.
Oh, and guess what? Good news for you. I got more breaking news. James Taylor and I are going to watch one of those legendary wars you had with the Nemesis tomorrow night, and yours truly is going to be on the call.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the way
I love the lights, by the way. I love the lights on the back of the, at the top above you. Those lights look so good.
But how about this, Anthony Steele? Would you actually consider coming to Triple W?
Would I consider it? I mean, if it's in my, my time frame, if I'm open, I mean, I don't mind making appearances. I mean,
because we do have
the way I look at it is simple. If I got it in my time, I got the funds, why not?
Would you actually, because we have a roster group on Facebook for Triple W. Okay. The only thing you have to do is sign a contract. It can get emailed to you. It can get posted to you somehow. It can do anything like that. We have the contract. You can do part-time. Doesn't matter. You just got to speak to Adonis Filios. He is the chairman.
The King.
Yeah, plus the CEO, Damian Brookman. He is, there he is. That's him. What's up, boss?
Like I said, the way I look at it is this. If I'm available, I'm available. If I can make it, I can make it. I'll read over your contract. I'll see what it implies.
Of course.
What sounds good. The way I look at it is this: a lot of people look at the money aspect. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that's showing how great of a wrestler I am and how great wrestling still is to this day.
And how you could take a company that maybe would be compared to, I don't know, like the 2007 Detroit Lions, or, maybe the 1996 New York Jets in football, and all of a sudden, maybe make them champions. Maybe make them champions like the Kansas City Chiefs. After all, Anthony Steele, some would say you are kind of like the Travis Kelce of this sport. Some would say you are the Mahomes. And yes, we see that. And also, Anthony Steele, got to give a hello here to Loose Cannon here. I mean, who looks like he might be a loose cannon. And Loose Cannon is the general manager, or assistant general manager, I should say, of Triple W. And Loose Cannon, is there anything you want to say? Now, do you want to offer the contract right now in front of Anthony Steele? Way you can contact the owner of the company and get that contract?
Yes, I have contacted the GM, and he is offering Anthony Steele a contract if he is free to join Triple W. Hello, Anthony Steele. Congratulations on all your success. How you doing? We are offering you a Triple W contract, and I have to say, I'm very proud to be basically having you part of the wrestling community and what you have done successfully. Congratulations. You have deserved it. And in my eyes, you are the greatest of all time. You are the GOAT of backyard wrestling.
You know what? And what you guys also need to do is, make sure you have a ticker tape parade for Anthony Steele. When he comes to your company, if this all works out, you better make sure he gets a ticker tape parade. Take him from the airport and make sure he gets a limo first class ticker tape parade. I'm telling you, you get this man here, and all of a sudden, we're going to be talking about you guys like champions.
And I would love to book him in a championship match if he decides to sign with Triple W and become the Triple W Universal Champion.
Anthony Steele, check your phone real quick if you can.
I saw it.
I just send you a friend request.
I saw it.
This is what we do on Sportzwire. We connect people. We take people that who knows what they could be. But we give them the chance to connect with the all-time greats. I mean, think about it, you guys. I know you guys, Loose Cannon and Big Bad Silverwolf, you guys have been out there and, you've been out and about. But now you're here with a living legend, a real deal, who was once a Diablo. A man that on YouTube has gotten thousands upon thousands of views and has been a champ of some of the most decorated companies in this yard. And he's here right next to you guys. And you have a chance to do something that nobody would have thought of. Instead of Wolfpack Hours with Tyler Ark, the Man O' Matchness greatest hits, or maybe greatest misses, or, Mason Black figuring out if he can take a suplex, or, the Drip King notes and moments with Adonis Felios and maybe Skulls Talks. You've got a man that talks in the ring.
Of course.
Now, Mr. Silverwolf, I do have an idea. If Anthony Steele is, available, the next Wolfpack Hour, have Mr. Anthony Steele as the guest of honor.
I might do that if he actually accepts my friend request, so I can actually send him a link.
Well, he's on right now on Sportswire Radio, though.
Hey, look, I'm handling business. We can handle business in a minute. I got your message. Look
at what I've done for you, Big Bad Silver. I got you the real deal himself. He's here in the flesh, in prison.
Appreciate it. By the way,
maybe
I'm not a heel anymore.
One day we will see the actual match that has been postponed many times because of me and because of my shit. Maybe we'll see the real deal Anthony Steele versus Loose Cannon, but that's way.
No. Anthony Steele, if you come to Triple W, I want to face you.
Okay, first of all, there's one person on here that actually thinks that Anthony Steele is not ready for them. Mr. Tyler Ark, you're not ready for Anthony Steele. He is one of the greatest indie wrestlers of all
Well-
time. You are not ready for Anthony Steele. I'm sorry. He would squash you like a bug.
But Anthony Steele, if you could do that, hold on. Anthony Steele, I want to face you if you come to Triple W. First time. The champion versus you. Open challenge.
Hey, look.
Open challenge.
One thing is anything's possible.
That's true.
Anything's possible.
Open challenge.
Anything's. I can't accept nor deny. We just got to see if the cards fall into place.
Of course.
The way I
He's
look
got to
at
let
it,
his legal team look over the contract. He's got to look at his legal team.
But-
He's got to let them see it. Obviously, those are negotiations that necessarily, he's allowed to look at the contract. But, obviously, certainly, I hope it's the offer that, you guys can make that,
course.
would certainly at least look the real deal Anthony Steele to look at it.
Why don't you come on the Wolfpack Hour Sunday at 8 p.m. with me and the chairman? He is my
tomorrow?
co-host.
You talking about tomorrow?
Tomorrow
Yeah.
is Sunday, Silverwolf.
Yeah, tomorrow. Sunday. Sorry. Tomorrow. Will you like to come on my show tomorrow?
What time?
8 o'clock. Central.
Yeah, I think I'll be at work.
Will work for you.
Like I said, I can. We'll talk. We'll work over something.
Of course.
And, we'll make something happen. We'll make something.
Of course.
Is there
Of course.
anything else you'd like to say, Anthony Steele, to the nation? Obviously, we haven't heard of you in months, and you've been a busy man. You've been doing so many great things, and I'm looking forward to basically rolling out the red carpet for your long-awaited formal return back home on March 24th. And anything else you'd like to say to the nation?
Basically, first of all, hey guys, you missed me. I know a lot of you did. I know a lot of you did. I know a lot of you didn't. To be honest, don't care. I'm doing me. Y'all doing you. I want to send a shout out to IMF. Continue to do the great work. I'm still rooting for y'all. I still get almost everything sent to me that y'all do. When I hop on Instagram, because I've actually been off Instagram for a while, I see the little things y'all post there, Facebook, everything. Do y'all making something out of nothing? That's what a lot of people out here need to do, is turn nothing into something. Now, James Taylor. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it sweet. Congratulations on getting inducted into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame.
You might be spoiling something for you on the 24th of March.
I mean, the way I look at it is this. James, you finally did something. Congratulations. It's a true work of art of what you're now accomplishing now that Anthony Steele brought you back to the wrestling world. Tom, thank you for having me back. And then on the 24th, hopefully, we got some big news coming.
You're going to be back, and we're honoring you. It's going to be, really, this is a month-long start. A month, maybe, what, Anthony Steele? It's almost the start now of a month-long celebration of the road. Everybody's talking about the road to WrestleMania. Everybody's talking about, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. But now it's going to be the month road to Anthony Steele's long-awaited return back to Sportswire Radio. And we're going to certainly make sure that day that you're going to certainly be honored and obviously do a number of things. We're going to certainly, allow you to basically talk and whatever else is on your mind. And I know a lot of people around the yard and around the world have wanted to hear from you. And, some obviously, like you said, some don't, some do, some maybe are hearing from you from the first time. But, it's going to be a special day. Maybe these guys will have you in their Triple W roster. Maybe not. I don't know. We at least wanted to make the connection, but I am really excited about you coming back, and we have this month beginning of a celebration to honor you back to Sportswire Radio.
I will give a little little spoiler. I'll have more information on later dates. Hopefully by the 24th, I'll have more information than what I do now. But April 13th, Anthony Steele will be in Texas performing.
Oh, good.
Who are you facing?
I don't know yet.
Well, don't tell us.
yet?
Don't tell us.
I don't know who I'm facing. You know, that's
Okay.
to decide. Whoever wants to get their ass kicked by Anthony Steele next. I mean, come
Ooh.
on, you know. And several, whatever you want to be called. You know, the little barker, the guy that barks too much but bites very little. If you want to match with me, prove to me you're worth my time. I'll say that.
Watch my matches. I'll show you I'm worth it because I don't go down that easily.
Hey, hold on. The biggest thing I say to everybody that's requested a match with me. Who have you faced that's even somewhere near what I'm capable of?
Nicholas Crinton.
Who?
Nicholas Crinton.
Silverwolf, you haven't faced anybody as great as
Who?
Anthony Steele. I'm sorry to say, you're not on his level.
Who?
WCE. Have you heard of him?
Who? Dude, that makes it even worse. That makes it even worse. That's like looking at me and I'll be like, hey, who have you faced? You're like, Hornswoggle. What does that prove? What does that prove? You faced the midget. You faced the low.
But I'm going to tell you
company.
something. With me, I don't go down that easily.
I mean, I hope not. Then it'd be.
You're barking up the wrong tree, Silverwolf.
It'd be a walk in the park, homie. Like,
You're barking up the wrong tree.
When I tell everybody this, and you're about to learn it. My name's the real deal, Anthony Steele. That's not a moniker. That's a way of life, homie. I keep it real 100% of the time, and you're about to find out the real deal sucks on the other end of the stick. Because when I keep it real with people, a lot of people don't like the information and the attitude that I bring with it.
Then come against the wolf. The wolf
Now,
is
Anthony
barking.
Steele, this is the first time I'm actually going to admit this on live podcast and everything. Here's one thing, and I've always wanted to say this in front of Anthony Steele. The reason why I didn't go to any of these things to face Anthony Steele, because yes, I was 100% scared of Anthony Steele, what he can do. That's why I never showed up. That's why I ran like a little coward between my legs.
Hey. We already knew that. Well, that's been
No, listen, Anthony Steele. I know everyone knew that, but I wanted to get it out and out in the air and say it in front of you and admit to it.
Wasn't it Rage in the Cage 2023 where you dodged
Yes,
me?
it
You
was.
stayed in New Jersey. You stayed in Jersey.
Yes,
that's fine. Hey, look, if I come, you said Triple B, Triple W, whatever.
Triple W, yes. Triple W wrestling, yes.
Triple W. You might want to stay in Jersey for that one. I'm just letting you know.
Well, here's the thing. May 4th.
Hey, look. Anthony Steele is from the great state, the northern state of Illinois. You know, where a lot of people I mess with are Chi-Town. For people that don't know what Chi-Town is, that's Chicago.
D Rose is from there. You know, obviously.
Hey, look.
You know, some guy who was a president of the United States once upon a time was from there. Yeah, certainly a town that we know.
I'll say this. Loose cannon, you want to call me the GOAT? I might as well come to Triple W wearing the number 23. Because at that point,
Well, guess
I'm going to represent the GOAT.
On May 4th, I will be heading on April 29th. I will be heading out from Massachusetts to Wisconsin and be there for May 4th. I already booked the flight and everything.
What's happening May 4th?
Backyard Brawl.
Backyard Brawl.
Where I go for the Universal Championship against Savage One and the African American Badass.
Okay.
And a triple threat match.
So we're not focused on you. We're focused on little Chihuahua up there.
Well, he's in an I Quit match against, and he's going against Skulls.
Hold on. Did you just call me, sorry for the phrase, a freaking Chihuahua?
A Chihuahua.
No, you do look like a Chihuahua. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, because as of right now,
I am big. Rephrase the word. Big, bad, Silverwolf, Grom.
Hey, look.
And I'll show you who Grum is when you face me, if you want to face me.
I got you. Little ass Chihuahua ankle biter. Because that's what you're doing. You're biting at my ankles right now. You're biting at my ankles. You ain't going for my throat like a real wolf would. You're going for my ankles, homie.
Oh, when I get a hold of you, I will go for your throat.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask you this. How tall are you? What, 5'6", 5'7", about James Taylor's height?
I'm 6'1".
6'1", 6. Okay, so I got 3 inches on you. Probably not the first time you heard that in your life. But, let it be known. Let it be known and shared with around the world. If Anthony Steele comes to Wisconsin, if Anthony Steele makes that drive, because no offense, I ain't taking no plane. I'm gonna let the moment, settle in on that long drive to Wisconsin.
I just
Step on my yard, see what happens.
Anthony Steele took over the show and
gotta come by.
you up.
It's his show.
Hey, Omen.
I want to say this: Anthony Steele came in the show and made it a lot more entertaining because of you two fucks.
Let it be known here. And this is just something that I just happened to put on today, and then get on this fucking podcast. You see, it says king, homie, because I'm the king of the backyard. And if I was to step foot in the backyard again, Omen.
I am the wolf of the yard.
With all due respect, Omen, put all bullshit aside. When I stepped foot in IMF, when me and you went toe to toe, did I live up to what everyone said I was?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain, so I put my cameras off too.
Well, he's obviously we saw what happened, which we referenced last week at King of the Center. We could certainly understand why it is his show after all. Omen Black. And by the way, I actually do want to bring up my other breaking news. Next Monday, live, March 4th, Omen Black becomes the first 2-time Hall of Famer and Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer because the House of Wolves goes in to the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. You will not want to miss that because, after all, it is Omen's show. So there you have it. Omen Black, the boogeyman of the Midwest, becomes the first 2-time Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. And in addition to that, Anthony Steele is coming home March 24th.
I feel like I need Anthony Steele there for that one because, he was my biggest supporter and hater of the House of Wolves.
I mean, guests are available, so yes, we'll take guests.
I told you since day one, Omen. You played it smart. You kind of pulled a bitch move, but you played it smart. I mean, I
didn't pull a loose cannon, all right? So don't say that word towards me.
Hey, look. There's a whole different word to represent loose cannon, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna say this: House of Wolves, I'll say top 2 factions of backyard wrestling history. Top 2.
I know Foundation, House of Wolves.
Foundation's getting bigger. I mean, Jay Ellis of all people. I think the Foundation, Jay Ellis is going to be used better there than an XCW.
But my number one thing is, Omen, help this little fucking pup understand that he's trying to bark up the wrong tree.
I mean, have you seen his gloves? There's wolves on them. He's obviously not ready.
Oh shit! Hold on, my bad. Did you go to a live event back in like 2017 and get Baron Corbin's gloves off of him?
He's NXT Tag Team Champion,
and they're fingerless.
Oh yeah,
so
he also met Alexa Bliss that night and cut him off like her.
So he can grab the kibble and bits easier.
Look.
Shut up, you fucking name, that motherfucker.
Hey, homie.
You misspelled Grum.
Before you start calling him a fat anything.
Like you eat from Long John Silver's crumbs.
Grum, get the fuck.
This is all I gotta say.
You know what the fuck Grum is.
You literally looked at Omen and was about to call him a fat something.
He's a fat motherfucking son of a bitch.
But
wow.
Let me say one thing. Let me say what you said earlier that can cancel out anything you have left to say for this entire podcast. You represented one of your best matches as a member of WCE as your opponent and try to live up to the hype of what Anthony Steele has been able and still able to do. Because I'm going to tell you this right the fuck now. You walked up against Omen Black, you wouldn't know what the fuck to do. You probably stick your finger up your ass and walk the fuck back out the same door you came in. Then you went and got Loose Cannon, the loose shithole, to walk into your company and help you run this bitch. And now that you got 15 seconds of fame with Anthony Steele because of the Reverend Tom Bryce, now you're thinking that your jewels are dropping. Your voice is gonna get a little bit deeper, but I'm gonna tell you here right now, I'm gonna smack you so hard in Wisconsin, I'm gonna bring the bitch right back out you. Homie, I'm gonna have you squealing like the little puppy dog you are and send your ass back to the shelter.
This is better than the press conference that Roman, Cody, and The Rock had. Think about this, Big Bad Silverwolf. You have been put on the big stage. You have been put on the nation stage. May 4th. Do the right thing. Make it happen.
No,
Let me tell you something. You think you call yourself Anthony the fuck Steele? I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know your name. I don't know anything about you. I don't give two fucks who you are. But when I see you in the ring, I'm going to smack the taste out of your fucking mouth. I'm going to end your fucking career. Get that one.
Tom brought up a good point. This is like Roman and Cody. You're looking at The Rock and Roman Reigns while you stand there with Seth Rollins looking like an idiot with Becky Lynch holding his purse.
I don't give a
fuck. Hold on. You're going to end my career, homie. I'll say this. Omen Black said that and had a way better chance of finishing what he fucking stated than you ever fucking will. So let me put it to you as simple as possible. Let me put it as simple as possible. As simple as possible. You say you don't know who the fuck I am, but everyone watching knows exactly who the fuck I am. Everybody watching, whether they love me or they hate me, whether they want to ride my dick or bury me 6 feet fucking under, knows exactly what the fuck happens.
I'm going to bury you 6 feet under in the ring.
The fuck now, and you are about to learn what Loose Cannon learned over a year ago. You run your mouth, I will show the fuck up. And when I show the fuck up, you have one of two options. You can meet me in the fucking middle of that square circle, whether it's a mat, whether it's a ring, or whether it's a fucking goddamn swimming pool. I'm going to tell you this right the fuck now. You will get your ass handed to you. 1, 2, 3. And sorry, James Taylor, because there can't be no other fucking way. I will beat the dog shit out of you. I will send you back to wherever the fucking make-believe fucking land that you ever came from, acting like you some tough-ass fucking son of a bitch when you are going to meet one of the baddest motherfuckers in backyard wrestling history. And to prove it, I accept your goddamn offer. Fuck the goddamn contract. Fuck challenge. Anything you gotta fucking do. Anthony Steele versus Silverwolf. No, non-sanctioned. I don't want, that way your company ain't reliable, and my fucking manager, my business, my accountants, none of them are responsible for what the fuck I do to you. So I'm going to tell you this. You have one of two options. You can be like loose shithole down here and tuck your tail, Mr. Wolfie, in between your legs and walk the fuck along. Or you're about to do the one thing that Tom Bryce was hoping in the back of mind didn't happen. Run your fucking mouth and figure out and fuck around and found out.
I accept.
You accept?
I accept.
Wait.
I accept.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It'll be the biggest freaking blowout of that show.
Because he will make a bitch out of you. Don't.
I want to.
He will make a bitch out of you. Don't.
Steele, you know what I want to say, but I don't feel like it's appropriate to say. Oh.
Say it.
I will say this to you, Silverwolf. A certain someone in here had to fake a certain disease to get out of facing Anthony Steele.
Hey, look. Hold on. I'll say it because it happened to me. Are you going to fake cancer like Loose Cannon to get out of a fight with me?
That is true what I did.
Never.
Don't. Never. It's not something like, yep, that was me. I did that. That's not something you do.
So, hold on. So what
I know. That's what I'm admitting to everything, so be happy on me.
So what I'm hearing is you understand what you're about to get yourself into, correct?
Yes. It'd be a great honor to face you.
Of course it's going to be a great honor.
How about we
look at you, homie? You look like you got your fucking shit off Wish.com. So I'm
Go
gonna tell
fuck
you this.
yourself.
First of all, I'm gonna say this, Curtis. While you're in the fucking comments, I've been reading them as you've been posting them up. Don't dick ride what I say when you literally say Anthony Steele who. Homie, stay in the promo scene where you get your ass clapped every fucking time. Shut the fuck up and stay in the comments. Back to you. While you got your hood up, trying to act like you're some dark ass depressed character, homie. I'm gonna send you back to the 2007 My Chemical Romance scene, homie. We'll really get talking about the dark depressed. I'm gonna send your ass anywhere that you fucking want, and I promise you, when you send me the address to your location, I'm gonna take not only your company, your territory, the fuck over, and I'm gonna bring their asses down to Illinois, where true wrestling is possible. And then once we're done with you in Illinois, I'm gonna send your ass to Iowa, to where only Black can smack the shit out of you for fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 hours with a kendo stick.
You
And
know
then I'm gonna
what?
send your ass all the way to Indiana and have your ass dog walk there. Homie,
I'm
if
gonna
there's
wolf
one thing you
stomp
gotta
you
learn
in
about
that
this,
fucking ring.
if there's one thing you gotta learn, Anthony Steele's been all over the Midwest. Anthony Steele loves the Midwest. That's where I'm from. And
I'll make sure I have one ticket for you to your family when I'm done with you.
I've won matches
One
against bigger
free
people than you.
fucking ticket. Oh,
I just got one question. Are you DJ Wolbert? Nah, I didn't think so. Are you Miano Diaz? Nah, I didn't think so. Are you Omen Black? Nah, I didn't think so.
The big names, I know, and I know DJ Wolbert very well.
Are you Omen Black? Nah, I didn't think so. Are you Jordan Nets? Nah, I didn't think so. Are you Atomic Titan? Nah, I didn't think so. Homie, those are just names that have bigger fucking representations than you that I've beaten. That I've stepped in the fucking ring.
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not there.
Let it be known on
care.
one simple factor. One simple fact. You just fucked around. And when the time, the place, and the date appears, I'm gonna bring it to Sportswire. I'm gonna let the whole world know exactly what date to watch this on. Exactly what program,
May 4th.
exactly what form of social media,
May 4th.
whether you
I
want
can
to
actually do that right for you right now, actually.
Instagram, Facebook.
I've got that right up for
May
you right now.
4th.
I can actually pull that up.
May 4th. May 4th.
Yeah, I got it right there. So if you want to hit that sub button, you want to
I'm gonna wolf. Hold on, Tom. I'm gonna wolf stomp you around that fucking ring. When I'm done with you, I'm making sure that one ticket.
Wolf stomp me? You're gonna wolf
one
stomp
ticket.
Me?
One ticket back to your home when I'm done with you. You're gonna be buried. That's what I'm gonna say. I'll make sure I have a ticket to bring back to your family.
That's the first weekend. Huh, that's the first weekend.
May the 4th be with you.
May 4th.
So prepare.
So, well, do you know what you just got yourself into on May 4th?
And you know, hold on. May 4th
Don't care.
in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin. I might have to go stop by Lambeau Field to support my Green Bay Packers while I'm on my way to where the fuck you're at.
All right, your time is done.
So let me just say this. If you want the 4th to be with you, might as well fucking understand that you're about to have an ass beating right along with it. So,
knowing the cards are booked, you got yourself in something you cannot get out of.
So, and here, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. I don't want your title. So if you have a championship, I don't want your title. I really fucking don't. Because no offense, I don't want to fucking walk around with a championship that's made out of cardboard, Dale Linton.
My titles are made out of cardboard, thank you.
I don't want your girl because, I mean, I got a fiance that's laying in my bed right the fuck now. So I don't want that. The only thing I want and I will get at the end of that night is recognition that you ran your mouth so damn much that you found out what the real deal really is. And that is the Triple W wasn't shit before Anthony Steele hopped on, got 15 to 20 minutes of fame when he was on screen, and then became like loose cannon all over again. A little trip down memory fucking lane and scooted the fuck up out.
All right, so as the assistant general manager of Triple W, I do make it official. May 4th, Big Bad Silverwolf versus Anthony Steele. Backyard Brawl.
You ready to go to
Unsanctioned match.
I tell you what.
Unsanctioned match with a hold on one second, Mr. Tom Brace. With a special guest referee.
Ooh.
And that man will be Loose Cannon.
Can we hire
Damn.
Hornswoggle, please? Can we hire Hornswoggle, please?
Mr. Anthony Steele,
I'll pay
I
for
do
it.
have to
At
step
that
into
point, I'll
this
pay
match
for it.
because all the referees are busy, but I will be fair.
I just got one. Hey, Omen. If I slide you like $50, can you be the special guest referee? Because at least
We
you'll
do
know how
not
to
know. I'm
officiate.
sorry, Mr. Anthony Steele. I do appreciate that, but we are not having anybody from another company coming. It is going to be our rep
See, I got blackballed.
because I have already challenged a couple people. I did have an announcement, and I did want to challenge somebody.
Go ahead. Floor is yours. Feel free.
So, Mr. Nemesis Tap Taylor, James Taylor,
You're not ready.
hearing you in the comments. I am officially challenging you, May 4th, to Backyard Brawl.
Definitely not ready.
Almond Black,
hold
please
on.
shut up.
I got a question, Omen. When's
James
Rage in the
Taylor, I
cage?
am officially challenging you
Tell me to shut up
to a
again.
last man standing match.
Will be the least of your issues.
Omen. I got a question. When's Rage in the cage?
Oh, fuck all that. Tell me to shut up again. I guarantee whatever disease you fake tomorrow will be the least of your issues.
Hunt.
Hey, why don't you go rest your neck before I break it again?
I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. When's Rage in the cage this year?
Hey,
What? You said May?
yeah.
Oh, what day?
Loose Cannon, I like you. If you want, I can mute you. I can actually mute you if you want on screen.
No, I'm good.
May what?
No, Tom's helping you out by muting you.
I can mute you if you want. I can mute you. I like you. I want to make sure I mute you.
I'm being dead ass. May what?
I don't know the exact date.
Please, Lord Almighty, make it May 3rd.
He'll never show up.
Because then, if it's May 3rd or May 5th, I challenge Loose Cannon to Rage in the cage. I want this match to fucking happen. I don't want it in Triple W. I want it inside that cage like it should have been.
He won't show
Well,
up.
we'll be in Wisconsin through the 6th, so.
Yeah, I doubt that too.
What cage match? Hold on.
Actually, I
What
already
cage
booked my
match?
flight, Mr. Overback.
What cage
I already
match?
booked the flight.
Man, I'm casual over here drinking a juice box, talking shit to you.
What kind of juice you got, by the
Question.
way?
Ooh,
Hold
that's
on.
Kool-Aid, baby.
Anthony, what cage match are you talking about?
Steel cage.
It's IMF Rage in the Cage pay-per-view.
John, is this real life? Oh shit!
No, Anthony, you really want that match still? Because I'll take it. Because I'll already be in Wisconsin from May 29th to May 6th.
Luce, are you sure you want me to? I can mute you right now. I can mute you if you want. I can mute you. It's okay. I can mute you. I can actually do.
How about this?
Tom is too nice of a guy to say you sound stupid as fuck agreeing to this.
Hold on, Omen. Please, by March 24th, tell me the exact date for Rage in the Cage, and I promise I will do everything in my fucking power to be there. And Loose Cannon, you better do everything in your boot scooting boogie ass to get the fuck to IMF. Because, dude, I'm going to tell you this right now. There's never been a fucking person in my life that I wanted to beat the shit out of inside a steel cage more than you. Because you slipped through the fingers of IMF almost a year ago. You stayed in New Jersey. You talked all that shit saying you're going to whoop my ass, you're going to make me tap out, all this. Just for you to not even show up. See, because here's the difference. Anthony still didn't show up due to car defects. You didn't show up because you texted Omen Black, and I quote, I'm not going to show up because I think Anthony Steele is going to really hurt me.
And then the following week after that, hey, I have cancer. And then the week after that, guess what, guys? I took a pill, and now I'm in remission.
Luce, I'm I consider you a friend. I like you, Luce. I think you're a good man. If you want, you can
I'm
certainly
sorry.
defer.
These steroids I'm taking for my arm really got me fucking amped. All right.
Luce, I really like you a lot. I'm getting actually people messaging me privately saying, "Are you sure you're doing this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's Saturday night. We want it to be charitable, because I always believe in giving back to the community. But this might even be a bit much from my take as a businessman. And if you want, Luce, I can certainly maybe give you a do over. Maybe I can say, you know what, forfeit. Maybe just you sure? Because I like you, and I know you got a wife at home and the kids, and I just want to make sure that you can be the best you can be. I want you to have a great career, a great life, and I just want to know, should I keep you on mute?"
Tom.
With all due respect, Mr. Tom Bryce, I deserve what's coming to me by Anthony Steele, so let it happen.
Tom.
I deserve everything I'm going to get in that at whatever happens with Anthony Steele. I deserve it.
I'm gonna say this, Tom. This is Sportswire Radio, not Make-A-Wish. So
No, I mean, some people have said, should I go in that business? But,
I'm just saying, homie. All right, here we go. I'll say this. For your efforts, Luce Cannon. Here's a slice of pizza. Here's a handshake. That's more than what IMF ever was going to pay you when you showed up to their arena. Please. You talked all this shit to Mr. Silverwolf about not accepting a match because he's not ready. Homie, if there's one person in this world that is never going to be ready for Anthony Steele, it is you.
Well, you're right. And Mr. Tom Bryce, I will start over. And yes, I'm not ready, but I was just I was kind of a little amped up a little bit and excited.
You know what? I'm going to do you another favor because I like you a lot. And I think you're a nice guy. And you came on the show a few times and you showed me, obviously, your beautiful family. You don't do that again. I'm just giving you nice advice because I like you a lot. I like you. I like you a lot. I like you a lot. I want to look out for you. Because we want to see you be a cannon that's not going to be dug under a hole somewhere, because these guys here, they'll do that to you. They'll put you.
I just want to show you. So that's why I won Dick of the Year from Jovi's vlog. All right.
Hey, I just got a question. I got one question for you, Tom. What's worse, Luce Cannon tonight or Gunshot on Sportswire Radio?
No, Luce Cannon's a good man. Luce Cannon is a good man. Gunshot, I'll plead the fifth on that. Luce Cannon is a good man. Is a good man who's got a family. He just needs to think about those decisions. He just needs to think that it's going to take you, maybe in the afterlife to think about wrestling the guys you're on the screen with. Start slowly. Mason Black, yes. Do Mason Black, not Omen Black. Tyler Ark, the man Machinist. Zero Deus if he's out there. Prince Charles if he's out there. Breaking news. Breaking news. That's good for you. Who's that other guy that used to dance around in WC? That's another good opponent for you.
No, I got a good one.
Of guys that you Omen. Go, maybe the referee that called Omen's match. Maybe that referee, because maybe he would do a better job, in terms of a match than holding a ladder. I mean, I'm just saying.
I got two people.
Well, my official announcement was actually for Silverwolf.
Give us the announcement. Hold on. Give me the announcement.
So, Mr. Big Bad Silverwolf, May 5th, after Backyard Brawl Aftermath, you will be facing in a triple threat match myself and the Drip King.
Oh, okay.
Unsanctioned. If you do not show up, you will be stripped of your title.
Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
Hey, you remember that Mr. Nice Guy?
Did Adonis prove it? Did Adonis prove this?
I don't think that can be used here today. Because what the fuck are you talking about, homie?
Adonis proved it.
I'm gonna say this. You have a better chance of fighting Captain Law or Craven Rage than ever stepping in the ring with Anthony Steele. And then,
I've already tried to.
Hold on. To put yourself in a match with Silverwolf, as much as I've given this dude shit, at least he has way better comebacks than you. To put yourself in an unsanctioned match with this man.
Do you really want your damn death wish, Luce Cannon?
Are you
You
sure?
really want your death wish? Are you positive?
Silverwolf, you've running your mouth way too many times in Triple W. You've also run your mouth to
That's
the
like
Drip
you
King.
looking at Omen. That's
All
like
right,
you
I
looking at
accept,
Omen.
but I'm going to bury you.
That's
I'll
like you
bury
looking
you
at
in our
Omen.
match.
That's like you looking at Omen and saying that you challenge him to a kendo stick match.
I'm going to bury you, loose cannon.
So let's get back to something
You're
that's
going to be
relevant.
hurting after I'm done with you.
Silverwolf. Tom Bryce.
I'm
The
listening.
funniest thing is Omen hitting me up and be like, "Hey, you checked out Sportswire tonight?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't." And they're like, well, "Your name got brought up." I'm like, "With who?" And he's just like, "Some dude." I was like, "Do I know this dude?" No. So I hop on, and then I hear Tom Bryce
I mean, it is
talking
my
about how
show.
I can make your company better. How I
gotta
can make your company
represent.
better. And then I just thought about it, and I looked at myself, and I was like, should I ask to come on? So I sent the message. He asked the question. You accepted. Which, again, you're welcome.
And by the way, to my credit, I actually did ask Mr. Silverwolf,
Yeah.
the champion of Triple W, if he wanted you to come on in a way, basically saying, would you like to have somebody come on? And he was obviously very cordial and very, generous with his time to, bring you on.
All right.
Tom, can I say something to loose cannon, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Loose cannon, I defeated, let's see, Mason Black, Tyler Ark, the Savage One, Tyler Ark again. You're just going to be another one under my level. So, you want to challenge me May 5th? Fine. You're going to be hurting after I'm done with you. You're not going to be walking out of the ring.
You want to
You're
challenge
going
him
to be
for the
buried in the ring.
buffet championship?
Are you saying you want
I'm
to
going
do title
to
versus
end
title?
your career.
So are you saying you want to go against me? So you're going to accept my challenge. So let's do title versus title. Title for title. Universal
It's not going
title
to be a
versus
title versus title.
Triple Crown title.
You don't deserve my title. You don't deserve my title. You're not worthy enough for my title. But I'll face you in Adonis. Filios.
Silver, do you smell
I
that?
beat Adonis.
You saw that? That's fair. You fair me.
Hold on. Can I ask a question? Do y'all know what long-term storytelling means?
Rephrase the word. Adona Filios.
No, they don't. That's
The Drip King.
Do you not know what long-term storytelling? First of all, Mr. Loose Cannon, you make matches official more than Vince McMahon did in his entire fucking career. Dude, homie, you sound like Teddy Long. You sound like Teddy Long walking out and be like, "You're gonna have a match with The Undertaker." That's what the fuck I'm hearing tonight, dude. It's a match, and 90% of them, you're in.
Tyler Ark, you have been fired from Triple W. You are not getting a match.
Oh my fucking God! Please mute him, please. Almighty.
All right, so you know what? Obviously, I think we've got the point, ladies and gentlemen. May 4th possibility, the Big Bad Silverwolf, and the real deal, Anthony Steele. Bruce Cannon, you're on mic right now for the foreseeable future. Let's move on to a few final things, because obviously I think we've gotten the point. If you want to go out and follow what these guys are doing at Triple W Wrestling and the Big Bad Silverwolf, you got that opportunity. Go check him out. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. If you want to join the conversation, you want to see what he's about and why he's the Triple W champion, that's his YouTube channel. Go out and check it out. You got videos. You got that great match he had with Tyler Ark. You got the Wolfpack Hour. You've got many more things you can find out about. You've got Tyler Ark promos. You've got certainly Skulls things, everything else in between, and a bag of chips. That's where you go and support this man, the Big Bad Silverwolf, and Triple W Wrestling. It's triple minus W minus wrestling. In the interest of time, then, let me get to some final thoughts. I'm going with you, the Big Bad Silverwolf, because this has been a real treat. This has been a pleasure. And I can't wait for many more shows ahead with you. I can't wait to see what the future of Triple W is. Hopefully, we see more of this and Anthony Steele coming here. That ticker tape parade I know is going to happen before May 4th. It's going to be one for the ages. And I'm giving you the floor, the Big Bad Silverwolf, because this has certainly been far more elite than a Wolfpack Hour, and maybe even far more of any type of dynamite that we've seen on any other wrestling show or anywhere else out there. So I turn it over to you, the big bad Silverwolf, and bark at the moon like Ozzy famously did with those closing thoughts of yours.
Thank you, Tom. Anthony Steele, it's going to be a great honor to beat you or face you, whatever. It'll still be a great honor because you are known, I guess. But it'll be a great
not
opportunity
yet.
to face a.
It's a
It would be a
for real.
great opportunity to face somebody new. And Luke Cannon, you want to challenge the Wolf. If Adonis Phileas approves it as the chairman, I will. Because I'm gonna hurt you so fucking badly in that ring. Everyone else is gonna be picking up your pieces when I'm done with you. Because you're facing a champ, a 275-day champion. I am the face of Triple W. I am the wolf of the yard. So, Bruce Cannon, I accept your fucking challenge. So, prepare May 5th. I'm going to end you. You're not going to be no more when I'm done with you. Then, maybe Anthony Steele can have the leftovers of you when I'm done with you.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it was a real treat with the big bad Silverwolf, and we are certainly looking forward to the future. Anthony Steele, I know we're going to see you March 24th, and we're going to certainly be celebrating you between now and the next month. But until then, for now, I want to give you closing thoughts because certainly your sort of return to Sportswire was certainly a real deal for the ages. The floor is yours.
Well, I want to first off and start saying thank you, Omen Black, for that message. Thank you so much. It was a true honor conversating with you tonight. Thank you, Tom, for letting me back on. March 24th is going to be a night to remember.
Oh, absolutely.
May 4th, the Force is going to be with you, homie. I'll make sure of that. And Loose Cannon, please. I'm going to start writing your script for you. That way you can read it off where you can actually make sense. And there's not going to be any matches made in that script. I just hope you know. But
yeah, there is him wrestling a bag of trash or the garbage can, him wrestling a 12-foot sub down his throat. You know.
I'll say if you get a ring before I come up, great. If you don't, we'll see what happens. I'm here just to do what I do best, and that's wrestle. And you found out that obviously you can't hang with me on the mic, so let's see if you can hang with me in a match. Because, yeah, that didn't end so well for you. But thank you again, Tom. Thank you so very much. It's a big surprise that James Taylor's not on here tonight.
Well, you know what? He's here tomorrow, and we're going to certainly do our best commentary. And I hear from a birdie that we're going to call one of your matches with him, actually.
Which one?
We haven't decided yet. It's really up to Mr. Taylor's call.
Omen, how much you want to bet is going to be the one that he won? How much you want to bet is going to be TBW?
Well, I can't tip my hand because people have to tune in and watch. I mean, we can't tip the hand. We got people tune in and watch.
Here, Noah, ask Taylor to watch my Winter Clash match. I've been dying for him to review it. And he.
Well, if you want, I mean, we could watch that. I mean, Taylor and I are going to be on the call. So, I mean, do you want us to watch the match? I mean, it's your show, Omen.
Yeah, watch Winter Clash.
I have a question.
Omen, that was a good match. Good match. Winter Clash. Good match.
Who's the dude with the busted up MMA gloves from your taping 13 days ago?
Mine?
No, Silverwolf. Who's the dude with the MMA gloves and the gray t-shirt?
Oh, that's Tyler Rock, I think.
The man of Master. God damn, you don't know this, Anthony?
Pull it up. Oh,
am I supposed to know
pull it
this?
right back up. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Tyler Rock. Oh, there we go.
Man, pushiness?
That one.
That's the Man of Massacre right there, dude.
Who is that?
That's Tyler Ark.
That's Tyler Art.
Art.
Yes.
Tomato machinist.
Oh,
I'm getting a real Orange is the New
I
Black.
just got one
that.
question. Why is he at the beginning of the show look like a wannabe gangbanger, and then when you come into the picture and he gets back on the mic, he looks like a recently divorced dad?
I was taking my time and down the ring. Giving him a,
How dare you? How dare you tell my kid can't play the bar?
oh, there's my boy. That was one.
By the way,
I hate him.
I got a little scary.
Hold on, you said his name was Savage One.
Yeah.
Can we get that dude on the 24th?
I will
We
talk
want
to
to
him.
honor you, Anthony Steele. We want to honor you on the 24th. We want to honor you on the 24th.
I mean that's completely fine. That's completely
Hey,
fine.
hey, Adonis is good shit. I'll get Adonis.
We want to honor you on the 24th, Anthony. We don't want to, we want to celebrate your career.
No.
I'm trying to celebrate it on the 24th. I mean,
That's
The Savage One is my partner. He's my partner for the Ring of Chaos. And Tyler ran like a weasel.
1, 2, 2.
that hit
Alright, can we take it off now?
Do you get?
Okay, there you go. Okay, obviously we'll move back along here, but yeah, just wanted to give a synopsis for people to why they should hit that sub button for the Big Bad Silverwolf. So obviously, great stuff there. And Omen, since it is your show, and we're gonna the first ever two-time Hall of Famer in Sportswire Radio history, and then after I'm gonna close with actually a letter. I'd like to open a special letter. I'd like to give you the floor, Omen. Certainly continue to recover, and can't wait to induct you for the second time on next Monday with the House of Wolves.
With all jokes aside, whoever's watching, definitely check out Triple W and the RWF, wherever it's called. They're rivals. These guys trying to start something from nothing. So just give them a shout out. Watch their stuff, support them. But I would dare say it would be a lie if I didn't enjoy myself tonight with Anthony Steele.
I did say in my introduction of the show a few hours ago that it would be kind of interesting. I did say if you were bored tonight, you would have a reason to tune in on Sportswire, and I always try to deliver. So there's some shows that aren't savable on Sportswire, but this I knew people would they get a chance to see the Big Bad Silverwolf, loose cannon, and obviously a surprise.
Also check out WCE. It's like the bigger company in Wisconsin. These guys work for it, except for Joe. But check them out too. Support them. I don't like Craven Rage, but James Marshall, Sean Jovi, Nicholas Crenson, support those guys, and even Craven Rage. Fuck it.
Don't say that. Take that back. Take that back.
It's the pain meds. I swear to God. And I just said support Craven Rage. But...
Well, you know what? Obviously, you've heard a lot tonight, but I
heard that.
sign off. I'd actually like to, if
I
I
heard
could
that
have
one.
seriousness for a second, I would. People could hold that thought. Actually, I do have somebody that wants to, as usual, say hello before we sign off. But before I do that, I have
Taylor.
It's Taylor.
Shut up.
It's definitely Taylor.
I have a special thing I would all seriousness like to open, and I promised I would. So if you could please hold back anything. I'd like to open this letter for a second. I promised I would. This letter here, you can see it, from an individual. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. Okay, well, here's the letter. I'm going to read this off. And have the letter. Here's the letter. Here's the letter. And this letter,
Has anthrax.
well, maybe. But he'd like to say, Tom, thank you for all your support over the year on Sportswire Radio and helping me get to where I am today. I also want to thank you for putting me in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame class of 2024 when I thought it was not possible. But dreams do come true because all wrestling matters. Signed, our good buddy Skulls. Skulls, I want to thank you for the very nice letter. I'm very touched
If
by
I
your
could clap, I'd clap, but I can't, so I'll just
No, it's a very nice letter, and I want to thank Skulls because Skulls has really been one of the big supporters of Sportswire, and very touching letter. And I want to thank him for the very nice card. Thank you, Skulls, for the
Oh,
card.
you got a trading card?
No, stop. He put in a card, and I want to thank you, Skulls, and we're going to induct you in the Hall of Fame next weekend. So thank you, Skulls, for the very nice letter, and I appreciate it more than you know. So thank you for that. So thank you, Skulls, and I can't wait to see you next weekend, and I look forward to that. But also because he wanted to say hi and preview tomorrow's big show with us, the legendary.
Oh, who could have guessed? Oh, who could have guessed?
What's wrong with that, pal?
I'm jealous you got a trading card, Tom. I want one.
Well,
Well,
the
you don't
tribal cheese
deserve
could probably
one.
get you one, by the way. The tribal cheese.
Got
I
a
think-
shirt. I got a shirt. Fold it up.
He actually messaged me today about you, by the way. He was hoping you were doing well, by the way, the tribal cheese. So
All right, I'm one
I'll
win
tell
at a
him.
time.
He might actually wake up by now and see this. But James Taylor, I mean, long time no speak.
I'll be damned. How you doing, Tom?
Hey,
I'm
someone
doing
challenged you,
well.
James. I don't want to point out who it was, but it was.
Now, James, I have to bring it up because, for all intents and purposes,
I
you
missed
still
it.
are, I actually have to because you are a free agent and you still are a free agent. I know, obviously, there's a lot of talk about a lot of different places, and I'm sure you'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow when we call a match or two. Maybe we'll call Omen's match because Omen actually wants us to call one of his matches. But before we
You
do
want me
that,
to call one of
there's a
your
new
matches?
company here
If you
out of
don't,
Wisconsin. They're called Triple W Wrestling. The Big Bad Silverwolf is the world champion. Loose Cannon's the assistant GM. They've got big stars like Adonis Felios, Mason Black, Tyler Ark, the Mano Machinist. And, I was thinking, would this be a place you may consider alongside Anthony Steele? You and Anthony in Wisconsin, you guys could really just literally run the place. You literally could just run Triple W Wrestling. What do you think?
I missed on what even happened.
James, dude, I walked into the same way that you just did. Like, what?
Who the hell are you? You're the world champion? With your glasses on. What's your name, kid?
That's the
my
big
name.
bad Chihuahua.
You're the big bad silver
I do like
pup.
that attitude.
I'm the
You
big
like
bad
the
silver
attitude.
wolf.
I've probably been doing this game longer than you, but hey, I don't know. You're the champ. So, but what's the offer? What am I hearing here?
If it was me, I would basically offer the whole kitchen sink, pretty much.
The whole kitchen sink.
But my kitchen sink would probably be like the size of the state of some states in the country. But
James,
that's here nor there.
James, I got a question. They say we can run Triple W, right? They say we can run Triple W. I think because I was watching it for a second. Y'all got tag titles.
It's not gonna happen.
Right? Y'all got tag titles, right?
I don't know. Anyway, so Tom, nice to
Can
see
y'all
you.
not hear
Hope
me?
you're doing well. I just thought I'd drop in here for a
Oh,
quick
you son of a bitch!
and say hello. How you doing?
You look good. Hey, Mr. Taylor, do you look like you just maybe got a fresh shave? You look like a fresh haircut? You look different from 2 days ago.
Look, I'm trying to look for
Can you hear me now?
that interview with it.
What the fuck? I swear to fucking.
What?
He's asking if we can hear him. I'm just shaking my head, answering him.
Wait, you talking about me?
No, we're talking about me, motherfucker.
I can hear you, you dipshit.
Okay, fuck you, Omen. Fuck you. I was trying to end on a good note with you tonight, but fuck
Loose
you.
cannon, we can't hear you. It says your mic.
Oh, he's muted.
No, he's muted. He's muted.
Tom muted him for a reason. You missed a
Okay,
lot.
so
I muted it.
Silver Wolf, what is
Oh.
it that you want? Because from what I looked at you earlier, I'd punch your eyes straight before I get in the ring with you. What do you want?
Nothing right now.
You don't know
I'm good.
who I am? It's all right if you don't know who I am, but
I said the same thing. I literally said the same thing. He's like,
I've
I don't
never
know
heard
who
of
you
this
are.
triple
Oh, you know
W.
what?
I don't know who
Obviously,
you are.
in the interest of time, Mr. Taylor, do you want to maybe give a sneak preview for what you and I will be doing in a more serious note tomorrow? Because we're going to actually go back to commentary tomorrow.
We're going to be going over probably another few of my matches tomorrow and doing some commentary and talking about them. And, well, I mean, you just brought up the idea of maybe looking at one of Omen's matches and going over that.
You know, I've been asking you, hey, I'm waiting for the Winter Clash ones. I've been wanting you to review that.
You know what? I've got them on standby, all right? I promise you, because I want to give you the best quality content that you're going to get.
I appreciate that.
This side of the Tennessee River, all right?
Here you go, buddy.
But you know what? Hey, you know what? That makes an interesting concept, Tom. Maybe we should watch a match that he would want us to do, and we call the match together as a dual commentary.
I'm interested. I mean, yeah, sure.
It's fun to have broadcast partners, you know, and we could, you know, just do it. It'd be great. I'd say let's do it. Let's do that. But I was thinking, what if, let's do a little teaser. What if one of the matches we watch of mine tomorrow would be mine versus Anthony Steele, the first one that we
said that right before you came on the air, but we're not going to tell the audience.
Omen, didn't I say it was going to be that match? Didn't I tell you it was going to be that?
We're not telling the audience which exactly one, though, it is going to be, though. That's why they have to tune in tomorrow. They're going to tune in tomorrow.
He literally just said the first match we had. The first match we had was the one at EBW. He spoiled it for himself.
You want to watch that one?
No,
you want us to watch the one at the place that you don't like to mention anymore?
Yeah, let's watch the one on Resurrection Wrestling.
Okay, well, you name dropped it, so there you go.
James, you know me. I don't mind name dropping.
True. Right.
But look. Let's try to end this on a good note for Tom. You know, it has been a wonderful night here on Sportswire Radio. You got the nemesis James Taylor. You got Mr. Omen Black, Sportswire Radio, 2-time about to be Hall of Famer. You got the loose shithole. You got the big bad Silverwolf, and you got the real deal Anthony Steele, and you got the Reverend Tom Bryce, the best podcaster around for any wrestling material out there. So, guys.
And by the way, James Taylor, March 24th, Anthony Steele's back home, 10 o'clock Eastern time. And we're going to be celebrating him the entire day. It's a month-long celebration for Anthony Steele, and he might even be joining you in the Hall of Fame that day.
And Anthony, you know, he's a reverend. He could officiate your wedding. Wouldn't you want that classic Sportswire introduction being officiated at your wedding?
You're right.
No!
Hell yeah. Anyone that is going to be in my wedding, fair warning, you wear sneakers. We don't wear fucking dress shoes. We're wearing sneakers.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I'm actually invited to a wedding. I don't want to say who it was. And they were like, you have to dress up. I'm like, no, I'm dressing up in a wrestling shirt and a pair of pants. My usual pair of pants. And they were like, no.
See, we're going to wear, I'm going to wear a nice outfit, but I'm wearing sneakers because I don't wear dress shoes.
Well, we'll obviously talk about that for sure coming up here. But, okay, I think we've got the idea. James and I are going to be here about 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be here, and obviously we're going to call some matches. The Big Bad Silverwolf's got the Wolfpack Hour. You can check him out on YouTube. You've got the Loose Cannon. He's a part of that. And Omen Black's here next Monday. It is his show after all. First 2-time Hall of Famer. The real deal, Anthony Steele returns home after a 1-month absence to be in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. We're celebrating him between now and the next month. He takes his place in history. And James Taylor, basically you and I see each other all the time now at this point because we're calling matches together. It seems like every Sunday now. So tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m., we're here together.
It is because it is mine, after all. So.
All right, now you're going to steal my thunder.
You know what? I think we've got the point. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to the Big Bad Silverwolf. Thank you, Loose Cannon. And my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. Until then, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio station where all wrestling matters. That is Sportswire Radio. I'll see everybody